All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to DreamHack Stockholm. We are halfway through the groups, Anders. It is Group A. Out of these 8 invited teams, the first team has now been found out who's going to be going on to the main event tomorrow. LDLC, the Frenchmen, have just taken out NIP.
Yes, indeed. Pretty exciting times, isn't it? And I mean, it was a hard battle between Titan and LDLC. So you got to think, what happens if NIP end up playing Titan again? What if they don't make it to Globen at all? That would certainly be a bit of an upset. But now we have Titan and Alternate playing against each other, so that's going to be fun too. And they're going to be playing on Cash, which is a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, exactly. Cash as well. I mean, this is, just to clarify, in case you guys are just tuning in, this is off of the major map pool here. So we do have Overpass, Cobble in the map pool, but also Cash. Train has been removed, and then it's the other 4 standard maps: Dust 2, Inferno, Nuke, and Mirage. So Cash has made it through in the band pick phase here, and we're going to get to see both of these teams. But I think that Titan have shown that now they've kind of ironed things out for Cash. It's definitely not their strongest map, but they do have experience on it. So it's not going to be a very easy fight here for Alternate. Alternate, I think whichever matchup they go into, they're going to be the underdogs.
Yes, that's pretty much true. I mean, Titan also have the added quality of almost any map that supports a double up setup is a map that they're going to be pretty good at. Like Cash can do that. So, and even Orpa or Ultra Sniper instead is that it's a map that Titans should be able to work on pretty well.
Existence can pick up that Scar 20, but also Kaylee and Kenny, obviously, since the very inception of the team, we've been talking about that double op play that they can go for at any time. They have 2 world-class oppers on the team. We've already seen Kenny 1v3 clutch already in the first match of the day for them. So I mean, he's showing that he's on point with that sniper rifles. It's going to be very tough here for Alternate to be able to deal with the pressure that Titan are going to be able to throw out with that. But I think a lot of it is going to come down to who starts on which side. Titan get that strong start on the CT side, or is it going to be Alternate who win the knife and get to choose?
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, that's what it's, and it's a best of 1 game, right? Yeah. So you got to be a little bit careful with placing your bets here. So I don't know. I'm still going to say Titan is the favorites, and I think we're looking at like a 16-10 type victory. Yeah, I'll give Alternate 10 rounds, and if they get more than that, I'd be pretty impressed.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the kind of the aim here, the goal. And you can actually see the members here from LDLC standing behind, talking with Nyak, Smiths, and Shoxy. A lot of experience there, a lot of history there between those 3 players as well. I mean, Smiths was on the Titan lineup before the big reshuffle that went through and gutted LDLC and Titan both. So we have Kaylee, Apex, and Maniac. You guys can see them there. Ex-LDLC, now Titan, and Existence and Kenny S, the remaining Titan members who stuck with it on this team. So, I mean, it's a powerhouse. There's no doubt about it. It's definitely a powerhouse. The question is, are they going to be able to actually get through Alternate here, but also NIP waiting in the consolidation match?
Yeah, I think the Titan project as it is now is one that's a little bit
project.
Yeah, it's one that's a little bit harder to get functioning properly.
Yeah.
I think it can work really well, and I think having Kenny and Kaylee both means there's always going to be that little bit of confusion about who does what.
Sure.
And they seem to sort it out pretty well with somebody saying, all right, well, Kenny's our main guy. Yeah. And then, Kaylee sort of, does a lot of other stuff. And it's like he's bad with the rifle anyway. So it sort of works out. But I think for it to work at sort of an elite level, they need more work. I'm not saying it can't be done, but I just think Titan needs more polishing than LDLC do, for instance.
Well, they definitely do. I mean, Kaylee has said it already. Existence in an interview with Vakam, they did say, okay, well, we did decide that Kenny's going to be our main opper, and Kaylee's focusing on the rifle, and he's a very talented player, Kaylee. Very smart and very skilled. So it's not the end of the world that he has to give up the AWP as his main weapon of choice and focus more on the rifles. But he's still able to do the damage necessary. It's just that sort of shift is going to take time to make to bring it up to snuff, right, to be able to compete with the best teams. And especially when Existence, Nyak, they're so focused on perfection, they're going to want to do everything right. And so they're aiming for the long term, really. They're going to play out their game and try and figure it all out. And once they've got it locked in, the question is, are the other teams going to be able to deal with what Titan are going to bring to the table?
Well, we'll find out if Alternate can deal with it, hopefully, in a second now. They're all set up. They seem to be almost all ready, so hopefully we will be able to get into the game soon enough. So thanks for joining us here on the channel. I hope you guys are going to stick around all day, because we do have a full set. We're only the first group here. We do have a Group B as well that we're going to be going to eventually, so that features some very exciting teams too.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I think the second group is going to start around 16 this afternoon. Yeah. So, you guys are 16. That may be a bit of a stretch considering we're, 18. 18 makes more sense, I think. So 18, CEST. But, it's Thursday afternoon. It's a pouring rain sort of day, cold, ugly here in Stockholm. So it's a great day to play some CS.
Yes, it is. Stay inside, play a little bit of Counter-Strike, have some fun like that.
Or if you're brave and you're in the Stockholm area, head over to Inferno Online over at Odenplan. And that's where the players are currently playing from. So if you want to go and see the players, meet them for yourself, get some autographs, take some pictures, or just watch them play CS, they're over at Inferno Online, one of the biggest LANs in the world.
Yeah.
So definitely worth checking out, guys.
And and teams we haven't seen today, if you're just joining us and wondering, oh, you know, who's been playing
where?
already? Well, Fnatic haven't played yet. Neither have Dignitas Copenhagen Wolves or 3D Max. So there's still a lot of really cool stuff to come. It's going to be great fun. So yeah, you gotta stay with us.
Yeah, the way this group played out, man, it's going to be. We had 2 French teams in this group. We have 2 Danish teams in Group B. So and they split up the Swedes. Nip in this group, Fnatic in the second. But that's going to be really exciting. It's going to be just a full day of some of the best CS you can watch because you clearly have some top 8 teams in these groups, best teams in the world. You have both Gamescom finalists. You have in the mix, I guess. It's kind of hard to say with the Frenchmen now, but you know you've got top 8 teams basically there with the Frenchmen.
Yes.
And going from there, Dignitas, of course, we're going to see if they're going to be able to break the curse and actually make it past the semifinals here.
Yeah. Super excited to see Dignitas. Super excited to see Copenhagen Wolves as well, who I think were one of the last teams to get invited, essentially. They had the least time out of all of them, I think, to really...
Oh, for this event.
Yeah, for this event. To really sort of get ready for it. But I don't know, they're a team that has some really funky potential. Like, they can really surprise, I think, a lot of people with what they're up to.
They've got some clear hitting power on that team. I mean, Nico Glaive, the mastermind behind it all, Pimp is there as well. Hopefully he brought his rings. He's going to be warmed up. But, you know, this is going to be Copenhagen Wolves in Group B. For now, however, we're looking for our last 2 matches here of Group A to sort out who's going to get the 2nd seed. So Titan and Alternate, this is going to be the first team out of the whole tournament between these 2.
Yeah. And it's going to be Alternate starting on the CT side on Cash. Kind of good CT-sided map, but it's not going to make a huge difference, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those maps. It's kind of like the Dust 2 right now, where it's like it can go either way. It really can go either way on Cash. It's a CT-sided map, but the T side can definitely get some rounds on their side. If they can get into a position to control Alternate's money, Titan can absolutely just run away with this on the T half. So we're going to have to really keep a close eye on what exactly they're going to be bringing in here. And I'm really curious to see if Alternate have a lot of experience on this map, because it's not a map that we get to see too much play on.
No, I think they're going to be all right. I think they're going to be all right when it comes to having the map experience. I'm just wondering on sort of a straight aim level. I think most of the Titan members, if you just pit them one-on-one against the Alternate members. So actually, I'm hoping Alternate are smart and set up some good positions where they're not fighting Titan so much one at a time, but having some good crossfires. And there's a lot of potential for that on Cash, a whole lot of potential for it. The only problem is that the biggest sort of point of contention on Cash is the middle area. And if you want to really control that as a CT, you need to put at least 2 and sometimes even 3 people in the middle.
Sure.
And if you do that, then you can't set up crossfires in the... Well, you can do it at the A bomb site. You can't do it at the B. A bomb site's so close to middle that you can really easily rotate people back from middle, and you can sort of have the one guy holding in A can be helped out by the people coming from mid. That's all cool. But the guy in B is going to be very much alone. And that's actually the main thing that I'm worried about for Alternate. I feel like... How did they defend B if they also want to defend middle against the Titan team?
Well, one choice that they have is they can always go for the boost up into events and have one guy supporting mid from that way, from that position, and allows for a guy to be holding from connector and holding from short or from sandbags, right, and mid. So you can kind of rotate your defense around like that. The only problem with that is that it's a bit risky, because if Titan were to go for aggression quickly towards B, you're going to have both of your B defenders kind of out in the open and checkered for a brief moment there. So they could get punished if they were to try and go for that sort of play.
Well, maybe that's some of the stuff we just need to watch for once the game gets underway. Because I think it's going to be a challenge for Alternate to set up some good positions. Because the thing is, if you're a different kind of team, if you're a team that has, let's say, your iBuy power or something like that, and you have Skadoodle, right? Maybe you put Skadoodle in the B bomb side with an AWP and just let him be there, and then you control the rest of the map with everyone else.
Sure.
Like if you have those players that can just do that. And Titan, when they get to the CT side, you put Kenny or somebody else, someone who you feel like is accomplished enough to be able to hold down the bomb side alone. Maybe you can just let that guy do it. And
I'm just curious if we're going to see like all-out aggression, because that's kind of like the way. Right now we're kind of talking about middle ways where it's like, okay, you've got short, sandbags, you're kind of holding far back on mid, right? I mean, either you can completely disregard mid and focus on just holding from connector. You have your AWPer, say, in mid at connector, and he's going to be taking that fight towards boost, right? He's always going to be taking that fight towards boost. But you can always have just open it up and just do 2-1-2 and have it that way, where it's a very standard way of holding. You give more space to the T side to develop their game, but at the same time, you're locking down the sites with those crossfires you mentioned.
That could be another way to go. So We'll try and keep an eye on it once we get into the game, see what Alternate have planned for us here, and if it's going to work against the Titan team, who are obviously looking to try. I mean, they want to get back and fight NIP.
Yeah. No, that's it. You know, Titan, they're looking for that match, but it's going to be Alternate here, standing in their way. We have them on our screen now, and the legendary Gob B is back to lead these guys as well.
Yeah.
So we're going to get to see what kind of clever plays they have in store for us now. But Alternate, on the CT side, Titan starting on the offense, and already Titan just flooding into mid. Alternate have given it up.
Yeah, not really interested in controlling it. They got 2 people down by the truck, so they can rotate. It's a very mobile setup for Alternate. They can pretty much go to either A or B, and they're going to have to rotate back to B really quickly. SMN caught out horribly here. Takes a long fight and kills Maniac. I have no idea how he did that. And now Kaylee is going to be taking him down in return. Grenade, not really going to connect too much here, but some good damage put in anyway. It will be a bomb plant for Titan.
Yeah, Alternate are doing the damage they need to here. Kenny is going to find Zonix and actually catch him out, but then Iprox steps back in and manages to pick him. So now it's a 3-on-2 retake situation. Alternate have a kit as well on Aprox. And he's going to be in a good position to go ahead and use that. Tizian is going to catch the man out, but Apex manages to win that duel, and Existence takes out Gob B. It's in a 1-on-1. Aprox with 2 HP, but the bomb is not planted. Well, Apex manages to get out in the open and close that angle fast enough.
Oh man, if that had been planted, I don't know, a little bit further behind the box instead of straight in that corner.
Safe plant, right?
Yeah, the safe plant, the default plan there, that could have been a little bit better for Aprox, but fortunately that doesn't happen, and Titan will pick up the first round here. Triple kill for Aprox, and it turns into a double for Apex, who probably should have died way earlier, actually.
Yeah, he certainly should have. He was down so very low. SMN, though, really strong start from him, at least. Bit of a odd mix buy coming out here from Alternate. Only SMN going for Kevlar helmet with the P250. The rest of them kind of floating around. They've got double dig. Now the CZ75 costs $500. So they're kind of spreading their money out here. A little wonky, but still, Titan have got the rifles. Kenny S saving for that AWP, which is what we expect to see him do here. And now Alternate, again, giving up control of mid. They're not willing to put the fight in. They're willing to just let Titan get control and then go for the retake play. Oh, nice flash.
Oh, Apex is going to go down very close to Aprox, not even being able to catch that kill just because Existence was down in middle. Now Gob B looking for a headshot. He's the only one covering the site right now, and they're basically wrapping all around, so not much of a chance. SMN did drop Existence eventually, so this is not a bad eco round coming out here from Alternate, but they have invested a little bit into it, so it'd be nice if they could get a couple of more kills in. SMN again with the pistols just looking really good.
Yeah, oh, he's doing way too much damage. And he played very strong versus Nip in the first match of the day for Alternate. So SMN is going to be a guy that we're going to keep a close eye on here throughout this match. He's definitely a playmaker for Team Alternate. Titan, in the meantime, they managed to survive that with enough guys alive. They do take a bit more damage than they would have liked, so they're not going to be extremely pleased with that situation. But it's still them getting around on the board. And Kenny has bought an AK, so not holding off for that AWP after all. He's just going to go for the straight AK. Now look at how Alternate are approaching this. They've actually got one guy pushed pretty far up here in mid, just putting shots through.
And Tizian all the way over by the squeaky door. It's a different setup slightly here for Alternate. And actually, who just went back to CT spawn? That was Sonix. I was wondering if he was going to buy anything, but he didn't, so...
I think he ran out of time. Definitely ran out of time. So... Oh, maybe he went to go and swap out the pistol. Could be something.
Slow round for Titan. Really, really slow round. Despite the fact that they know they're up against pistols. They know that for a fact, but they're still taking it very carefully. Even using Molotovs to clear out vents and everything. They're not letting anything go. I don't think this is Titan being scared.
No.
I think this is just Titan really showing us how much they're willing to work to get back and fight Nip.
Yeah, exactly. They want to control the pace of the game at this point. And if that means slowing it down to basically a snail's pace, they're perfectly fine with that. They're going to take their time, play very carefully, and still manage to lose people to SMN.
Who is this genius pistol player that we're seeing here? It's just round for round. It's not just on this map. It's on on Inferno as well. When they were playing earlier against NIP, SMN has just been playing so well today. Brox is going to go down. Tizian, not much of a chance here. Trying to look for the smoke a little bit if he can just spot somebody. But it's not going to be working out.
Oh, I love that. Titan, they're so thorough, so careful with how they go about it, and then it's just SMN comes out of nowhere with a P250, gets a shot through one guy to pick up another as well. Maniac is going to find the remaining member here for Alternate, so it's going to be 3 guys surviving here for Titan. LDLC gathered up behind them. Look at that, the entire LDLC crew right now just standing behind Titan getting that information. I'm surprised Nyaka is letting them be there. That he's not like, okay, get out of here, kids. Whoa, yeah, SMN.
Yeah, I think in spite of having, you know, changed lineups and all that, I think there's still some good respect between them. So shouldn't be that much of a problem, hopefully. Oh, Prox couldn't find the right angle. I think that flashbang really sort of made him wait a little bit too long. So he wanted to get over in the corner. Now instead, he's dead in the middle. And it's a big opening for Titan here. Kenny does go down. Nice adjustment from Sonic, who actually takes no damage at all.
Yeah, good flashes coming in there from the A site to stop that push coming up on short. Kenny was just blind.
They do have the singular person over at the B bomb side, like I was talking about earlier. It's SMN, and maybe he's actually going to be strong enough to hold it. I mean, certainly with the pistol, he looked good enough, and that gives a lot more room for alternate in the rest of the map. You can see they have a couple of people towards, well, just Sonic's here in the middle and 2 people towards A. So, yeah, they're holding more middle and A right now than they are at B. Existence does get the kill on Sonics, and that opens up a lot. Got B. Taking down Apex.
Yeah, that's a crucial play there by God B. He's taking the fight at range from Apex as well, but Kaylee from A main is going to manage to pick up a frag. This turns it into now a 3-on-1. Tijan will pick up Kaylee, but the bomb is still dropped over on the A side. It's still 2 members alive here for Titan, and they're really taking their time with this. They've got a smoke to cut off CT as well, so Tijan is going to waste even more time trying to get in position to stop this plant from going down. But Titan, with 30 seconds left, plenty of time to get this done.
I was going to say, TCM, please shoot through, but it's not easy to guess the angle. Maniac could have been killed by that, but, well, Existence taking the fight. Grenades to follow as well. Could have actually gone down then, and the follow-up grenade here, I don't think it's going to quite kill him. In fact, it does no damage at all. He decides to plant again in that far corner. That's still a really tough 1-on-2 here on his hands.
He doesn't have a kit either, so he needs to get these kills very quickly, but the crossfire has been set up here by Titan. Existence on the site, but Maniac holding from Checkered. And Maniac is going to be listening right now very closely. Is Tijan going to give any kind of indication that he's running away? Perhaps waits long enough, but they know.
Yep. No kit and smart play. It's, I don't know. It's not exactly satisfying knowing that you just bought and then you have to already save that one rifle, but at the same time, it's better than giving it up to absolutely nothing. So 4-0 here for Titan and alternate. It was close. They could have definitely done it.
Yeah, Maniac not going to find him in time, so he will be able to hold on to that gun. But that was a lot of that came from Kenny S with that entry frag on Eprox. Taking out the AWP so quickly, the flash there to stop Eprox from getting in behind the sandbags to stay safe, basically. Kenny S catches him first, and then it all kind of spins out of control once Titan have that that entry frag, because they're just way too thorough when it comes to controlling the map. If they have an entry frag, they know that they're forcing rotations out of alternate, and they know that alternate are going to have to play safer, so they can throw themselves around on the map a little bit more and just start getting control to set up for that play in the end. So it did get a little messy towards the end, especially once the bullets started flying. They dropped down to 2 guys, but in the end, when it comes down to it in the 2v1, they make the right calls.
I'm trying to think. I don't know. I think Aprox didn't really have time to adjust so much in the middle.
He got caught on the barrels. That was the problem.
Yeah, and I think the problem occurs even before that, because the initial smoke that went into the middle was going to be right where he comes through. So, I mean, he can't ult from normal position. Sure. And then he actually walks forward, and that in itself is kind of a strange decision, because normally if you want to play the sandbags, you want to have a rifle. You really don't want to play that position with an AWP. So I almost feel like if they were going to be doing it really quickly, the smarter position would have been to have, as soon as that smoke goes off, then
he falls back.
Yeah,
basically.
And then put SMN in the middle. Have him hold the B bomb side with the orb.
Yeah, that could have been. I mean, just switching that up around. It's just aggression, right? Aggression from alternate in the end, and unfortunately, he gets caught on the. He could have stayed alive. He could have dodged Kenny, but he got caught on the barrels there, and that split second was all Kenny needed to land the headshot. So, in the end, we have to see if the alternate are going to adjust their play, perhaps try and play a little bit more passively. They are giving up mid control quite a bit, even in buy rounds. Prox tries to fight for it, but Titan, they know exactly what alternate are going to be going for, and they managed to get the proper counter in place in time.
Kaylee playing down there, which is the swag position.
Yeah, the swag position.
Swag is a champion at playing that squeak room there, the squeaky door. But nothing much going to come from it. He just put a few shots through, and now they're all the way back in middle.
It was a real pleasure that one time when we watched Swag just basically decimating teams left and right. They had to actually put an op on short and just have that op look at Squeak door to deal with Swag. He was so good at holding Squeak. But now, okay, Titan, once again, just going to rush out into mid, get up into vents, and it's going to be a party at B. This is all going to be about the B rush now. Titan coming in through Checkered, getting onto the site, and SMN just trying to do his best, but he gets rolled by Maniac. And now it's going to be God B trying to rush in, but nothing really working out here for alternate.
TCN with the rifles should try and stay away from this fight. Unless they can look for some exit kills. They could stay in CT spawn and just hope for exits, but I really don't want him challenging too much. Because that makes the previous round that he saved it makes it kind of meaningless.
Yeah, exactly. He needs to hold on to that gun. Zonix is here doing actually a good bit of damage there to the man on site. Kaylee's finally going to land that headshot. But yeah, Tizjan straight up running across the map. And this is the right call to make. You're right. I mean, he just needs to hold on to this M4. Hold on to the gear that he's got. Because he's got already, you know, even with this eco round, he's going to have a lot of money. So he could even drop for a teammate who may not have too much money to allow that teammate to get kit, full nades. So there's going to be some options here for alternate. But Frox is going to go straight up for that AWP. No time wasted on his part. The one thing that's really scary at this point for alternate is that Titan's money is starting to get not quite out of control. They only really have existence with huge bank on their side, but still, the other ones, you know, they're all able to buy for several rounds here. So it's not exactly a very comfortable position. Alternate are going to have to win back-to-back buy rounds to get some semblance of control back in this game.
Kenny getting the spawn for the B-bomb side and tries to see if he can pick anyone off, but again, they're keeping SMN as the only guy here, and they were actually, if you just look at the minimap a second ago, you'd see they had 3 people in the middle early on, and now they're rotating back to something that looks a lot more like they did in the pistol, which, I mean, a couple of people over by truck. But they're trying to be as mobile as they can here, alternate, and now finally they're back to 2-1-2 set up for a while. But yeah, it seems like GotB is just, I mean, he's the leader, of course, so he's the guy running back and forth all over the place. You can tell he's just, yeah, he's checking out everything. He's not relying on teammates to call it for him. He goes and looks.
Right? Yeah, that's the thing. But that's not exactly going to work here. You need to be having an idea and plan, and you need to be able to trust your mates. That's the most important thing. Haley somehow finds the headshot on Tizjan there. I mean, that was a clever boost coming out from alternate. It's not often we see that. But Kaylee, with that rifle, with that AK, showing that he's absolutely capable of getting kills with the rifle, just like with the AWP.
Oh, bit of a failed Molotov. Sonics does pick up a kill in return here. And now Kaylee's going to be planting on the far side of that container. He tried at least. He's going to go down, though. And another fight comes in. GotB with a great shot coming through. And now Kelly is going to be all alone. 1-on-3 with 20 seconds left. It looks like alternate may have just found their first round. And they just can, you know, wait and don't try and challenge Kenny here.
He's trying for the run and gun right now with the AWP. Not going to find anybody over there, Kenny. But there's 9 seconds left. He just doesn't have time to win this round anymore. 4, 3. He just needs to die at this point. 2. Does he actually stay alive? Oh!
He does. That's the power of Kenny. And actually, you see alternate here. They win the round and they still look slightly frustrated. You can't really blame them for it. Oh, Kenny. And I think initially they thought he had actually fallen back through main. They didn't realize that he had crept in towards the forklift here. So this first kill is kind of standard, but this one, the second one, is anything but standard.
This is amazing. All right, let's see it. Just incredible. Kenny is just a force of nature when it comes to the AWP. But again, those are frags that aren't, I mean, it's cool, it's impressive, but those aren't frags that are really meaningful either.
Oh.
Like, he's getting alternate to spend some money, but that's not the best situation there.
Great Molotov coming out there. Procs actually burning to death. 100 damage dealt from that Molotov. GotB does get a great double return. Maniac looking for SMN over here, and he's going to know that he's there. Again, SMN holding alone in this B-bomb site, and he's going to get the great headshot on Maniac. So very nicely done. Kenny 1-on-3 this time. He has way more time to get it done.
Yeah, this time around he can sneak up, potentially find SMN. SMN going for the jump. Wow, a flick from Kenny, and it does 8 damage. Molly in back. This could do it. SMN just barely gets out of there in time.
Did he take 1 damage from that Molotov? How does that even work?
He got Kenny.
He's going to get the kill, but TCN is there fast enough. So smart, nice communication and good teamwork coming out from alternate. Does win it. So 2-5, and Titan didn't get the bomb plant this round or the last round, so actually they are running out of money pretty quick.
Again, they still have enough to go for a pretty healthy buy here. I mean, near full nades, full rifles, no AWP for Kenny. But again, Kenny not really able to do too much there. If he'd have picked up SMN, that would have been a completely different story for him. But the fact that SMN lives with 7 HP, that changes everything. So Titan now looking to find a way. They're going to be able to, once again, get up through to the top of mid. They just decide to flash their way onto the site. But now this is what alternate are doing. They're trying to set up the crossfire on this A site. They're like, sure, okay, we give up mid, but now you have to try and work your way onto the site, and it isn't going to be easy.
Oh, great play from GotB over at B-bomb side as well, taking down Maniac. So 2 really quick kills coming through. He does go down eventually. Now Titan, is there a chance? They still have the bomb down middle somewhere. They got to get an entry frag on this A-bomb site, but it's not going to be easy. Sonics picks up a second kill, and Kenny's going to run for the bomb, but where are they going to take it?
Yeah, and do you really want to go up against SMN right now? Oh, Aprox. Nicely done. Finds Existence in mid-connector, and that's going to slow things down dramatically here for Titan. It's now Kenny S. Once again, Kenny alone for Titan. 1v4 this time around, though, so it's not looking too good for him. And if he could potentially find the first frag here on Aprox, but Aprox has got that AWP. Oh, spots it, misses the shot. Kenny trying to jump on this. He's going to get the spray down. But only 30 seconds left for Kenny to act. He doesn't have a whole lot of time here. And he's going to run right into SMN, who's camped out on the site. This is a good position for SMN to be in. Zonix will get there in time to flank. But that was a nice hold from Alternate with 3 guys living. Now it's starting to shift a little bit here. Alternate are the ones who are starting to get bank on their side, whereas Titan, they're going to be forced to eco after losing yet another round without a plant.
An interesting switch in who's actually controlling the game right here, because Alternate seem to have a really decent setup right now. And the thing is, Titan have a lot of openings, but they can't necessarily know that they have those openings. That last round, if they had kept going through the CT spawn, they would have basically been backstabbing the 2 people that were a truck. But what's the chances you're going to do that if you're on the terrorist side? Like, once you get into the middle, you're perfectly happy just walking up to the A-bomb side. That's usually enough of a victory to do that.
If you can work your way in with like a guy in Squeak, a guy in A-main, you know, it can work out. But Alternate also set up with some very nice empty flashes, basically. Just flashing out short, getting picks there, slowing down Titan. And that's the most important bit at this point. If they can just slow down Titan, that gives enough time for their teammates to rotate into proper positions to just shut down Titan further. And once again, it's just going to be a very nice hold, in fact, from Alternate. Good anti-eco from them, only dropping 1 man. They're looking very focused right now, Alternate. I mean, everything on the line right here. This one map is going to decide who stays in the tournament and who goes on to face up against NIT in the consolidation match.
Pretty nice hold again here from SM, and he did get a triple at the end of this round, so just doing a fine job all around. 4-5 is going to be the scoreline here. And Titan obviously can buy again. I mean, they've been playing actually a lot around here, Titan, where Kenny hasn't had an AWP. I mean, you got to wonder about that too. If they keep forcing a little bit earlier than maybe they should, that could be a problem.
I'm wondering, because the thing is also they could just be trying to make sure that Kenny is going to be quick on his feet, because that AWP does not necessarily promote fast play either. And when you see that Kenny is just constantly being alive, the last man alive with an AWP, it's not exactly a very good situation for Titan to be in, because the frags that he gets at that point in a 1v4, 1v3, you know, the odds are he's not going to win that. And if you get kills, it's like, okay, you're going to force Alternate to spend some money, but those kills would have been a whole lot better if you got them earlier on in the round. So maybe we got the plant, and maybe we actually got a round. So Titan deciding to change up their strategy and go for AKs instead.
Now they're going to go for the B split here. Through the vents and everything, they're going to Molotov out once, and SMN is going to be put to the test. There is no backup nearby here. Closest one is Aprox, and he's all the way in the middle, so yeah, flashbangs out to buy time is the first good idea, but now he's out of flashes, and they're very close to the bomb site here. He has to pick up at least 2 kills to make this work, and he's going to get the first one, can't get the second one. And Aprox can't really help him anymore. Got B with a really good kill there on Kaylee. That's important, and Aprox could have picked up Apex.
That was so close that he almost got Apex. Apex now in a safe position here on the site. Not a whole lot that God B can do from up high, especially if he's getting flashed into oblivion. Zonix is going to be pushing in from CT. However, the crossfire is set up. Existence waiting in checkered. Knows that nobody's going to be coming in through vents now, and he manages to get out in time, but God B is going to find Maniac from on high. Bomb is ticking. Existence just trying to buy as much time as possible, but there's enough time for the defuse here.
Existence, it's already happening. He peeks in once, he gets the kill on the guy defusing.
Incredible.
Oh no! Alternate, you gotta be joking. They're gonna go for it anyway, and in the last second, the bomb goes up, and Titan win the round anyway. What a heroic move from Existence in checkout room. That was down to the last second. He's looking. Oh, he stole that. That's pure robbery.
That is. You had to do one thing, Existence. Land one bullet, and he did it. Oh, that was way too close. And now Titan, they can buy up in this round. It's looking good for them. Alternate. Rifles in hand. Still a pretty good buy. No AWP for Aprox.
That brings a smile to your face, doesn't it? That's down to some good timing there. And now Kenny. Maybe a little bit of a boost of momentum here for Titan. Feeling pretty good after lost a couple of rounds in a row. They open up with 2 great kills. Maniac's going to take down SMN over at the B-bomb site. And if you look at the map now, also just all stacked up here.
Yeah. And Titan are wondering if they're going to rotate anybody off right now towards that B site. That's what they're waiting to see. I mean, and that's also the gamble here from Alternate. They're like, okay, well, if they come to A, we can slaughter them still. We can turn this round in our favor. So we're just going to gamble. We're going to put all of our focus on A. We're going to leave B site open. And if Titan come, this could work our way. Kenny S gets caught out in the open. Tijan gets 1, gets 2. And this is actually working here for Alternate.
Yeah, they do lose 1. And gotta remember, Gobby's very low on health here. But you're right, it can still be done. Prox a little bit too soon with the timing. And now 10 health here. Not going to be working out. Existence again with the last kill. But it's actually a very good plan. For that reason you just said, maybe they could win the 3-on-5 if they were all stacked up. The other reason is, if they go for B, there's a chance they could save all the rifles instead. So it kind of works out both ways.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's exactly how it goes out right there in their minds. So, well, Alternate this time, it does not go their way. Titan, they're starting to get back a little bit of the momentum that they lost from the early game here, and they forced an eco out of Alternate as well. So it's going to be looking like Titan at least securing 8 rounds for themselves, and it's going to be very good for them, especially on the T side, because their CT side is quite solid, Titan. I mean, like we said at the beginning of this game, they have that double AWP set up to fall back on, and it's just, defense is usually impeccable for them. So... right now,
this eco round pretty far from working out for Alternate. Yeah. And Titan now, I don't know, it was looking shifty earlier on. It looked like they were struggling a little bit to actually make the breakthrough. But obviously now we can see they're right back on top again here. And 8-4 is already a very good score. If Alternate lose one more round, either this one or the next one, they're going to be back to ecoing. And then Titan are just... I don't know, they're not going to stop, I think.
They're home free. They could finish at 10-5.
Yeah.
So it's a very scary situation right now for Alternate. Alternate need the remaining 3 rounds in this half. So
yeah, they really do.
This is what it's all about. But they're going for the 2-1-2. Gob B is once again the man, the rotator. He's going to be going from A to B site, just trying to see if he can be in the right position at the right time. Titan's still not really showing anything of their game, though. They're just spread out across the map. This is all about map control for Titan. Just make sure that they don't allow Team Alternate to push out anywhere to get any free information, and then to just see if they can't find a pick. Alternate are going to be sweating, and maybe they do decide to push, and Titan are going to be there to pounce on that.
Yep. Maniac over by the playground at B has been having a bit of a duel with SMN for a while during this first half here. Let's see if he can do it again. Right now he's just holding, making sure nobody's covering. Again, the Molotov down in that corner where they did fry a prox earlier in that position, so... Titan, slow, methodical, checking everything.
Yeah, and they're going to get spotted out on short, but now look at this. Apex decides to go into CT. And Prox, pretty sure he spotted Apex there.
I think he did.
Yeah, he's getting into a position to be able to hold if they try and push out from here. Nice flash. Good timing there from Gob.
Prox is going to be the one, and SMN actually inside the bomb site. He gets Maniac, he goes down afterwards, and now it's a 4-on-3 here. Prox almost gets the timing, but can't quite find it. There's only 10 seconds left, and the bomb is going to be planted again in that corner. Titan really favoring that, and they are going to get it down. Very few seconds left here, but now the retake is on, and they are just trying to force their way in here, see if they can do it. They're actually waiting a little bit until the guy from Vent, that's Sonics, who's going to be coming in from the Vent, and he could be the critical guy here.
Oh, that was really nicely done there as well. The Existence is going to get picked up, however, in checkered. Kaylee manages to stand his ground and take 2 with him. Still going to be a round for Alternate, a crucial round. It's going to put them up on 5 here. But you're right, and good buddy systems there up on Sky. Because it looked like for a second one of the members would get caught out. But instead, Tijan manages to save his mate, and they managed to actually just roll with the momentum, their Alternate. So good patience from them waiting until everybody could get into position to execute that retake. And that's the kind of level-headed play we need to see out of Alternate right now. If they're going to have a chance at bringing it back here versus Titan, we just need to see equally careful play coming out from them. Because you know that Titan, well, I mean, going up against Titan, it's very rare that they go for just, random YOLO play. So if you can actually just try and set yourself up to outthink Existence, you're going to be in a good position.
Some pretty good damage coming out there on Tizian, just right through the door, shooting a little bit. Kenny in the main. And this is just the complete default setup coming out from Titan. Maniac again, the one guy over at B, and the rest just making their way across the map. Titan only looking for those entries right now, and Kaylee's going to give them one on Sonics.
Yeah, Kaylee nicely done there. Doing his swag impression again. It's a pretty convincing one for now, at least, if he starts to get entries like that. Copy. I mean, they're still trying to rotate around and get into the proper position here. They're holding SMN over at the B site, making sure that they can't do any kind of sneaky play here, Titan, and go onto that B site undefended. But it's going to be the 2 guys here under fire, and great start here. Gobby manages to start off strong and doing good damage to Kenny S as well, but he does get overwhelmed, and they lose Aprox as well.
Yeah, Tizian making his way over by the forklift, but the bomb's going to go down any second here. Actually, oh, Tizian could have denied it. And now it's SMN. Lone hero from the B bomb site. Picks up a good headshot on Maniac, but decides this AK is maybe going to be useful in the upcoming 15th round, so I'll just try and hide it somewhere. And Titan could be hunting for him.
Yeah, they should. They should. And they are going to get fairly close. Kaylee may hear him step. I think he did hear that last step. He's not. He's going back into T-spawn right now. He knows. He heard the step from SMN. 30 HP left on SMM. SMN is going to need a perfect shot here onto Kaylee, and he gets it, the headshot. But Kenny S is close enough to make sure that he can't get away.
Yeah, well worth it.
This is looking very good here right now. Titan picking up another round. Well, Maniac, yes, the camera is here, Maniac. Handsome devil. All right, let's see. 15th round now, Titan. They have the money, and they've given Kenny S the AWP. Team Alternate, Swag 7 on them, just buying up whatever they can because the economy has been wrecked. Kenny missing 2 shots.
Yeah, well, it's a bit of a shame, but at the same time, it's hard to see how Alternate is going to put up a defense with Famas and Max 7 in the lineup here. That one AK really could have made a big difference if it had been saved last round.
Absolutely.
10-5 is a very impressive first half here for Titan. It's going to make it hard for Alternate to make their way through on the second half, I think.
It's definitely very far from easy here. Alternate, the underdog coming into this match, and Titan really, it seems like Titan, they're playing so very careful and methodical, just very careful and methodical CS. They're not leaving any real opportunities for Alternate to get lucky, so to speak. SMN has put up one hell of a fight, and he's gonna start off strong again. He gets 2 kills. SMN.
Yeah, he was even prepared for the third one. He was just a second too early with that peek there. God B is going to go down, and now the B bomb site has been lost. And there's even a guy waiting in middle here. Kaylee's anticipating this move coming out here from Sonics. That's cold-hearted.
He knows. Nade goes in, falls short. And Maniac is going to pick up the final frag.
He slides down.
Yeah, I think that's how Alternate, their spirits are feeling right now. Devilwalk is behind them. Maybe, he can give them some advice, cheer them up. Stand-in coach.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to put us into the second half here. Titan, I guess, predictably with the majority of the rounds here in the first half, but I mean, Alternate, they had in the beginning of the first half some really good a really good run where they strung together like 3 or 4 rounds, and then Titan sort of readjusted and figured out what was going on. So now the pistol is going to be everything here. Alternate got to win it.
And look at the change in whoa, Apex. Yeah. That's a great kill to pick off SMN early on.
Yeah, and he kills specifically SMN though. Kenny just typing KK. He was not happy with SMN's treatment of him there.
But look at how different Titan are with their approach. They're already putting focus on mid. They've got a man in vents. They've got a man close under boost. In case anybody decides to jump in here, Maniac is in position to stop that. But the bomb site on A is pretty open. There's only one man holding. That's going to be Kaylee holding from all the way back in CT spawn. So if they actually decide to go for an A play here, and it looks likely, they've got the bomb right outside the main entrance. If they go for an A play, they're going to be dealing with Apex, Kaylee, and perhaps Maniac rotating in from short mid.
Apex instantly down. That's a great headshot from Sonics. Now Molotov comes out trying to just prevent the plant from the normal position, and Kaylee lands a headshot as well on the proxy. The bomb will still go down. I think that Molotov was supposed to land on the other side of the container and not on this side. So a little bit of a shame here. Kaylee still finding a second kill.
Kaylee, yeah. Staying alive like that. Oh, they're gonna get the molly behind the quad boxes as well. Quad box man just dancing around. Tizian still getting the kill on Kaylee. And he gets the double kill as well. Both kills cleaned up, and Titan lose the pistol. That is a great turnaround from Alternate. Keeping their cool despite the fire and flames. Keeping their cool in that situation was definitely tough. But this was the very nice shot here from Apex.
Oh,
just
the aim. Man. He saw it in his mind. He felt, all right, he's in vents. I'm just going to walk out here and get a second kill, and that will give us the B bomb sign, and we'll be on our way. But they win it anyway, Alternate. 6-10. Apex in the middle with the jumping scout, so that's interesting. Not Kaylee, not the Existence. Oh, sorry, not Kaylee, not Kenny.
Yeah, not Kenny. Kenny is actually the man behind sandbags. So CZ75 in hand. If they try and come running up, he's going to have a nice little surprise for them. Tizian and Existence's spot. Existence really favors that spot on the T side. Big red in garage like that. Looking to see if anybody comes pushing up. But nobody's going to be coming this time around. Titan not really playing this aggressively. They are going for a 2-1-2 setup as well, although they do put an emphasis on A, not having the man in connector, but instead making him play from short. So they can rotate 3 guys to A very quickly here, Titan, if necessary.
Alternate could go for a bit of a mid boost, which won't really give them a lot of information unless they could find Apex here, but they're not going to find anyone else. I think the way Titan have set up this defense, eventually Alternate are going to have to get into a bomb site and get a little bit closer to those pistols before they can really, you know, get some action going.
Yeah, I really like this up here from SMN. Well, SMN picking up the first one, but Alternate timing it. They've got some coordination here on these pushes. With that boost, they were going to face both at the same time in case there was somebody there. Guaranteeing frags. It's little things like that that you need to look for here on the T side from Alternate. It's the details, and if they pay attention to the details like that, they can take on Titan. And so far, this round is looking very good. Maniac has saved Apex's scout, and Kenny S, he's got his beloved CZ75. So they're going to be able to hold on to this gear. It doesn't look like Alternate are too interested in hunting them down, and it's a bit too early to go hunting as well. Just leave the gear. Don't risk the rifles that you have, because you're looking at a near perfect anti-eco round right now from Alternate.
Definitely well played. And they did get into the bomb site and get close, and you could see SMN almost cost him his life, but he manages to stay alive. So we're going to be going into the 18th round, and we'll see if Kenny and Maniac can put this saved equipment to use in the upcoming round, whereas the rest of Titan won't really have anything. They're going to have to eco a little bit more and then wait another round. And at that point, it's going to be the true test for Alternate.
This is by no means easy. They have to stay focused at this point. Titan are definitely gearing up. They're going to have everything they need here. Apex, once again, the man with the scout. So it's really interesting that they're giving him this scout to use. He takes it over to B this time around, so they're going to leave mid open. Alternate, however, have gone for a boost over mid, so they're going to have a little bit of pressure there. SMN picks up Apex. He does get tagged first, and Existence is going to have that scout to put to use, so SMN has to be a little bit careful here.
Especially because he's kind of covering the bomb, though his teammates are kind of nearby, but still, yeah, Gobby's going to be like, oh, if you want to play that game, I'm just going to snatch this up and make my way somewhere else.
Head the other way.
Yeah. A little bit sad that Existence is falling back now.
It seems like they've got an idea that Alternate are interested in the A side at this point. They haven't seen any more movement over on B. No noise either. Vents haven't been shot out. So, just as I say that, the vents will get shot. So it is now an option for Alternate. And you see now Existence, he's trying to keep an eye up, looking towards that vent spot. Nobody going to be pushing up to connector. They're all just going to go ahead and take over this B site. And Alternate, very smart play from them. They're able to just get in here scot-free, and this is going to be ideal for them.
Yeah, actually nothing that anyone could have done here, but I mean, Kenny and Maniac could still easily save the armor if they want to, just give them a few more grenades in the upcoming round. Existence with the scout, guess they could try and get some exit kills if they want to as well. Proxy, yeah, gotta be careful. Actually gets taken down by Kenny and...
Oh, and Kenny, well, Kenny keeps his life, and that's the important bit there. He was trying to get that Galil to use. Alternate are playing very carefully, though. Existence trying to put shots through with the scout. He's not having too much luck. He does tag Zonix through the box, though. Could potentially land a follow-up, and he's going to get it. So another bit of money there spent by Alternate in the next round.
Yeah, Gobby's going to be taking a kill there, and then TCM will take down Maniac, leaving Kenny in CT spawn with his body and head armor. So he saves about 3,000 equipment value. Is that? Yeah, that's what it says. It's not too bad.
Yeah, 1,500 at least, just with the pistol and the armor. So... I mean, that's still good, but interesting. Even despite the fact that he saves that, he had enough money to go for an AWP buy. And he would have had the Kevlar, but it looks like they want to prioritize nades and kit. Just gear straight up across the board here. And letting Kenny go for the AWP and start to take that fight versus Eprox. He's just going to go for an M4 and gear. Okay, then. So Titan really changing up. They're very tough to predict right now because you think that Kenny would be a go-to guy, or at least Kaylee. You know, if you're not going to give the AWP to Kenny, just let Kaylee use it. But Titan, that's not part of their game plan.
No, because their game plan is pushing aggressively on B. So that's why they've done all of this, and it's actually going to work out. They take down SMN. They were pushing all the way over by the playground, so that works out really nicely for them here. Now it's even harder because if they come back now to the B bomb site eventually, they're going to have Kaylee in an even better position, which means A is now a more attractive site for them to push into, Unfortunately, there's two people and a third guy in the middle, so this is a pretty well-defended A-bomb site right now.
Yeah, Apex can rotate in very quickly from short if he wants to. He's going to be keeping an eye and an ear open. Tizhin is going to take a lot of damage, and Apex will find him first. So now Titan can have an idea that this is going to be the play here. A may be the focus for Alternate. Aaprox is still looking for that entry frag, but Titan are playing it very patiently, not showing anything. Kenny is going to catch Sonic's trying to get out from Squeak, and this is the opening here. Titan now just need to lock this down.
Oh, they almost line up there. Prox should have got a great double-up shot. He's hesitating, and Apex sneaks up from behind. Now it's God B. Puts down the bomb, but he's completely trapped here. Takes one and tries for the 180 turn, but it's not going to be fast enough. And yeah, Titan get rifles, and they pick up the round here. Make it 11-8.
And they get a free AWP out of the mix as well. All of a sudden, things getting turned around here. Titan, now Maniac talking. And Maniac is certainly going to be, I mean, the way that this combo is going to work now is certainly going to be Existence and Maniac. Going to be bouncing ideas off of each other. Apex keeping quiet. But Kaylee and Kenny aren't guys who really influence the shot calling. Kenny does if they base the play around him with that AWP. If he finds an entry frag, he can make calls for Titan as to where they should go based on what he sees. But a lot of the initial ideas are going to be coming from Existence, obviously, and Maniac.
Oh, Prox missing a good opportunity then. Can he get a second one? No, he's going to go down with the grenade in hand. Kaylee getting away with double murder over there. I'm sure he should have gone down that first time around. Now, good work from God B. Very nice movement. Jumping all the way down and finding Maniac. That bridging it back to a 2-on-2, and there might still be a chance they could do this.
Yeah, triple kill on God B. Kenny, though, he's in an awkward position. If they come in through vents, they can rush him down very quickly. He's out in the open, and there you go. But he gets the shot on Tizhin, and now is going to miss versus God B. Into a 1v1 we go. Kaylee is rotated over. He's already in CT. God B has 45 seconds, though, so he can decide to back off if he wants to, and he'll do just that. He's still got a full set of nades, minus a flash, but he's on 4 kills, and he has a real shot at getting a plant here.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of 1.6 fans out there right now. Pretty excited. God B, 4 kills, 1-on-1. He decides to go for the marathon run towards the A-bomb side instead. And now finally Kaylee realizes there's something wrong. But that's very, very late in the day.
Oh, and he doesn't decide to go back into A main. I thought with that plant position, he could go back into A main and set up a bit of a trap for Kaylee to walk into. But instead, he decides to go up behind quad box and gets the free kill and the ace. God B saving Alternate, keeping his team in the run.
What a fantastic round. Really, really exceptional decision-making there. That was beautiful. Now it's 9-11. Titan can't have that much money left.
Oh, they've got to be on the edge right now. This may even be an eco round from them. Replay. This was great here by God B. Just getting the perfect read onto where Maniac was going to be holding from. And also, good positioning there to pick off Kaylee. But it is going to be an eco out of Titan. They don't have quite enough money to go into this. So they're still ahead. They just have to take their time and play patiently. But Alternates so far have proven to be a real threat on this T side. God B, the master caller, he's certainly coming in big here for his team. Getting frags, getting aces, but also making the right plays.
Kenny already down to 22. And things are actually getting dangerously close right here for the Titan team. I think they were expecting to already be close to a victory. Alternate putting up more of a fight than anyone had really anticipated.
Yeah, they're being very careful right now. They're showing that they can play very careful, composed CS as well. Waiting around the corner right now. SMN is going to take damage, but SMN just continues to be a force for Alternate. Prox finds Maniac, and this is now down to 2 remaining members here for Titan, spread out across this map. Kenny's only got 22 HP. He's the only man alive on this site, but he's got a CZ. And at this range, he's going to be lethal with it. If they can catch him out, this would be big. Alternate round the corner altogether, and he still takes one with him.
It's decent, but I'm not quite sure it's enough here. I think right now, Titan would have loved to have had one of those rounds where you pick up 2 or 3 kills, steal a couple of rifles, you know, go in and try and force it up next round. If we bring up the scoreboard here, what does Titan look like? Yeah, they don't have that much money. They will be able to buy anyway here. And Tizian actually goes down, so Existence doing some nice work.
Existence, is he going to be able to pick up an AK here? He's got one now. If he can hold on to this, this would be really nice. God B is right around the corner, though, and I strongly doubt he's going to let Existence get out of that in one piece, and it's not meant to be. So, hey, they're starting to get excited over there. Alternate showing some passion now, and that's what it's about. They've looked so frustrated, so serious all day long because obviously NIP, you know, they were close, but they didn't manage to get there. Right now, this is a real match with Titan. They are on the edge. And they can feel it at this point, I think. A lot of confidence coming back into them. And Titan going for a force.
Are they on the edge of glory?
They are. I mean, imagine.
Is it like a Lady Gaga thing?
A rematch versus Nip?
If Alternate could do that, definitely be pretty impressive. And Titan deciding to switch things up with a little bit of a boost over here. It's a nice idea. Kaylee's going to open up on SMN, who seems to have been the first casualty in a couple of rounds so far, which is unfortunate because he's seems to have a really big impact on the Alternate lineup when he really gets going.
Man advantage right now. Let's see. Gob B kind of floating about. It does look like it's going to be the A play here for Alternate. They're all gathered up, but there's 3 guys here for Titan, so there's a lot of defense for Titan right now. Kenny S with that AWP is in position to stop any kind of push coming through, but Smokes goes off, and Maniac is still, they don't know he's in this position right now. This could be a glorious position for Maniac. He can cut them all down as they come out from A main.
There's the first kill coming in. Sonics, I think they realize now they just want to take him down, and they will, in fact. Gob B finding that kill. It's still a 3-on-3 here. They're going to go for the challenge, but a great flashbang here is going to deny Apex the first kill, and now they've recovered the bomb. It's going to go down, and Aprox right at the edge. He can't find the kill. It's back to a 2-on-3 now, a 1-on-3, and Gob in the middle of everything gets the first kill, but he's in a very bad position right now. Trying to see if he can recover and get back behind there, but Kaylee's going to root him out, and it will be the round for Titan, making it. That was very close. I think Aprox could have really got that kill.
He definitely could have. It was way too close for comfort, and look at that. I mean, Titan know it right now. If you look at their faces, they are not pleased that they picked up. I mean, obviously they're pleased that they pick up the round, but that was way too close. Finally, the smile, and Existence just doing his best to keep the hopes high here for Titan. But this is still anybody's match practically here. Man, Alternate, they can still get on top of this, and they are focused.
It's very close at the moment. It definitely is. 10-12. Alternate can still buy, but they got to be careful. If they run out of money now, it's going to be a little bit ugly. And finally, there is that double up setup that we were talking about. Apex and Maniac picking up 2 kills early on here. SMN and TZN dropping again early in the round for SMN here. That's a big problem for them, I think.
It is. I mean, SMN, they've lost him in the last round. They lost him this round. It's definitely having an impact. He's just so consistent with getting kills. But now, talk about consistent. Kenny is managing to get 2. He's going to hunt down the 3rd. Zonix crouching behind the box. Merciless, Kenny. And no plant for Alternate. This is leaving them in a very bad position. If they eco here, Titan go to 14 rounds and are on the edge of match point. So Alternate, they have to get a plant in the next round pretty much. Flick. Yeah. It's going to be Flick. Yeah. Very easy.
Definitely.
But I like how Titan actually hold on to the double AWP as like, you know, a play that will bust out when we need it to basically end the game, right? Because they play with rifles the whole time. They let their opponents get used to Kenny not opping, to them focusing with rifles, and then right when they need to, bam, they bust out the double AWP. And luckily enough for them, they have the money to do it. So this is Titan looking to just end it right now.
It's definitely looking really solid for Titan right now. Alternate going to have one more chance here with rifles to try and see if they can put an end to it. But if they fail that, it's not going to be good. So here it is. AKs all around. No AWPs on the terrorist side. I don't really mind that. I don't think they need those AWPs. They just need to land some good smokes and keep the dual AWP from working. And the big thing is here, I mean, especially the B-bomb side, if you get in and put the bomb down, those 2 AWPs are not going to be good weapons to retake with. They're much better in A, so I actually almost wish Alternate would go for a B play here just because of the double AWP, but at the same time, getting in there is not so easy.
It's very tough. Existence going down here is crucial. The Alternate, great entry frag for them. They managed to open things up on this B site. That's going to force a little bit of a rotation out of Titan. They still had 2 guys over here solid, but now Kenny S comes to mid connector to see if he can find anybody pushing around here. Smoke goes down, but Alternate are currently gearing up for an A play. They're walking the bomb into A main. They've got 2 guys, now 3 over here. They're going to get a 4th as well. Alternate knows where they want to go, but Kenny is now rotated in from CT spawn. Smoke goes down, but it's not perfect. This does not block Kenny off, and he's going to make them pay. Aprox is down.
Yeah, finally that second smoke comes up, but a few seconds too late. Sonic still with a good opening here. Takes down Maniac, and it is a 3-on-4. Maybe Alternate have a chance to make it beyond those 10 rounds that we were talking about earlier. And that would certainly be something. They boosted back up in the middle. They're taking their time. They still have 40 seconds, which is not a huge amount of time. They want to play this as safely as they can.
Yeah, look at Apex, though. I mean, it's just Titan now. They're not really sure where this is coming from. Good play here from Zonix, just causing confusion. Tizian is wrapping back around through short as well. Titan are convinced that this is going to be an A play. They have to be thinking that right now, but SMN is going to walk out on the B site, and the bomb is here too. Following him from Checkered, Gob B is going to be able to get this plant free, and Titan completely out of position.
They just outstatted Titan, alternate. That happens very rarely. I mean, the guy in Squeak we're seeing here is Sonics, and the other and there was one more guy named Tizian coming in from middle. That was enough to sell the fake for Titan. They definitely thought that was going to be an A play. Beautiful.
This is still a 3-on-3, and this is still a very wonky position. Titan, it looks like they're going to walk right into Zonix. Oh, no! Did you forget that somebody was behind you, Titan?
Yeah, they did. And actually, Sonic should have probably killed both those players. It's still pretty good that he takes down the one, because Titan they're low on economy too. That's going to be an 11th round for Alternate. I said earlier, I'd be impressed if they can get 10 rounds. Well, my prediction was for 16-10, and I said if they can get more than 10, I'd be really impressed with Alternate. And they have impressed me. They did it on the phono against NIP. They were playing so well then. Well, on Cash, they're still showing a really high level of play here. This is wonderful.
Yeah, this is a real pleasure to watch. This entire group has been fantastic. Excellent matches through and through. And this is only the first group of DreamHack Stockholm. So these two teams, what's on the line right now is this tournament. The loser of this match is the first team out of the tournament. And Aprox, he actually takes out Kenny in an op duel.
And to be fair, I feel like Aprox's AWP has been pretty underwhelming so far. He's been hitting missing a lot of really easy shots, but this is a great time to win a battle against Kenny. It's almost like that makes it all worth it at the end. Now, Maniac's up here in an interesting position, looking for some of Sonic's feet.
Maniac again boosted up here. Our alternate going to check now. This is shaping up to be a go-to play here for Titan on the A site. Kaylee's going to manage to pick off SMN, though, so that's going to be a good opening here. Brings it back to a 4-on-4, but this is going to be an A play, and Alternate are still taking their time with this, but Maniac, look, he's right in that boost spot again. Holding a bit more of an open angle this time, though. They could actually spot him out.
Yeah, but he can see them before they can see him. He can see their feet before they actually get in there, so they got to do it quickly, and he's going to take down one, jumps down right in Sonic's face, but now Apex is in position, and this is not looking good here for Alternate. They're going to lose another one. That's Sonic's down, and Kaylee does miss the shot there, but a prox, not the best weapon to hold with in this 1-on-3.
He's going to pick up one, but Maniac, yeah, they've got it. They're on match point right now. Titan now 1 round away from going on to face off against Nip in the consolidation match. The tournament life on the line here. Alternate need to bounce back as well. Maniac saying, Kenny, don't worry. Just focus on that AWP. Land the shots, bro. Oh,
3 ults.
Triple AWP.
That's where it's at.
Oh, Titan.
Sometimes you gotta follow through on that logic, right? If the double AWP setup is working pretty well, then certainly the triple AWP setup is gonna be, 33% as effective. So,
Kenny, that's like this is just like an old Astana Dragons Hellraisers play, and Apex getting picked off by SMN. So SMN is alive still and kicking, and he decides to hand off that that AK to Gob B. So smart play there. Make sure that Gob B, a guy who has armor and full HP, can use that AK. He's already picked up an ace once. Gob B, if he can pick up a quad, that would be pretty nice right now.
If this fails, I really want to see Titan save once and then go for like a quad setup with the AWP, just to follow through on this.
And a Scar 20 as well. See, Kaylee, he could get flanked right now, though. They're coming in from T-spawn. They know he's here as well. They hear the scoping. The unscoping and scoping, that makes a sound that can be heard if you're close like Gob B was.
Oh, an existence hoping. It's a bit of a rare sight, and he misses that shot. Lets a guy jump through. Flashbangs all around here. It's a 3-on-4. Grenade all the way in the back. Won't kill Gob B. Just take a little bit of health off of him.
And Kenyas is here on upper as well. It's the double op retake situation now for Titan, and Gob B lands a great headshot on Kenny S. That's going to rattle him. 2-on-4 situation now for Titan, and they are getting punished for a triple op play here. Not working out at all. Perhaps getting a little ahead of themselves, but...
And scarily, they actually only saved one of the 3 hopes, so they're now in a pretty terrible position.
They gave up a lot of money.
That's a lot of money to throw away here.
It's such an insanely expensive round. I can't imagine why they would go for an AWP play like that as well.
Well, why not have one of the AWPs be an auto sniper then?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Existence uses the Scar 20. He likes to use it on Mirage. I mean, it's not often that we see it anymore, but he used to like to use it on Mirage quite a bit. And he is capable with the Scar 20, but why go for a triple op? I mean, it's a bit... Yeah, I don't know. Is it just them trying to not take an alternate seriously, or what?
No, I don't think so. I think they really wanted to shut it down. That was their attempt at a power play.
Yeah.
They buy an AWP again here, so Tyson have the money for it. But if they lose now, it's going to be dangerously close to overtime. It really will be.
It's going to come down to one buy round, basically, if they lose here. So Titan, we'll have to see if they can land the shots. Alternate really pacing themselves, taking their time with this play, waiting to see if Titan are going to push out anywhere on the map. So good paced play here from Alternate. Not really taking too much of a risk. Maniac using that little trick boost right there. You can jump up on that plank and just slide down. Slide up and slide down. Slide
Actually,
up and
the first
down.
time I saw this being put into play but in competitive, no, was the American scene.
Oh, of course.
A lot of the American teams have been doing this for a while.
They're the cash monsters. Okay, in Europe, I'm going to say it was happening.
And Molotov goes up here. Apex boosted up on the container. This is a bit of a beacon in this A-bomb site. It's like, fight me. I'm up on the container. Come get me. They're going to be waiting a little bit. Kaylee with the AWP already done some damage, I think, to Tizian. Maybe a bit of a leg shot is what it looks like. And almost line up for him there. Kaylee picks off one, and that's a good return from SMN.
Yeah, great instant headshot there. 4-on-4 situation. It looks like they want to speed up for this B side as well. They're going to get into checkered. Existence has got the back position, however, and he's letting them walk into this site. At this point, it's all about Existence maybe trying to get the drop on somebody. He could potentially catch Apex off guard here, and he does do about half damage, but Apex is just landing 2. Existence gets another, and this falls apart for Alternate. Titan, it looks like after that triple off eye, they're going to manage to wrap things up. Maniac will get the final frag. 16-12, the final score. Alternate putting up one hell of a fight, but Titan will come through and move on to face off against NiP in the consolidation match of Group A.
Yeah, definitely impressed by Alternate today. Gotta say, but Titan, yes, they're going to be playing NIP, and I think NIP was sort of maybe hoping that it would be Alternate coming out on top, because I think this is going to be a tough match for NIP as well. LDLC beat them, and beat them quite a lot. Now Titan, the second French team here at the tournament, is going to have a chance to do the same. But DreamHack Stockholm already starting off interestingly.
Oh yeah, we've already got upsets in the groups. I mean, LDLC just coming out 2-0. They've taken first seed in this group over Titan, their first match, and NiP and they didn't even just win versus NiP. They beat down NiP. They just destroyed them. So LDLC looking like a real top contender here for this entire thing. But now we get to see one hell of a match as well. NiP versus Titan. It's NiP. Are NiP going to do it, Anders?
I don't know. I mean, previously this is what we would have called, El Clasico, but because of the lineup change, we can't really hold on to that any longer. But still, it's going to be one hell of a match. And I think I would favor NIP in this matchup once again. I would. Not by a lot, but I still think they have the advantage.
Yeah, I would actually side with that. I mean, I think Titan definitely struggled. Alternate are showing that they're definitely not a team to be taken lightly, though, because NiP struggled versus them on Inferno, and now on Cash, Titan had to fight for that win.
Yeah.
So who's going to come out on top between NiP and Titan? We're going to find out after the break. In 5 minutes' time, we'll be back here at DreamHack Stockholm to find out who's going to get second seed in Group A and who's the second team to go home.